Martha, let me ask you this straight out. So you downloaded the John Fredericks Radio app.
Yes.
Is that exciting or what?
Can I just tell you?
Best thing ever?
It is.
Since sliced bread?
You can be grocery shopping. You can be dropping the kids off in school. You can be cooking your morning breakfast. And it's crystal clear. It is so much easier to use. And
easy to use.
Yes, really, really easy to use.
Easy to install.
That's right. It took I don't know.
You love it, right?
I can't.
Puts you in a good mood.
It
you
does.
see it on your phone. Just seeing it there puts you in a good mood.
It does. It really does.
Just seeing the icon.
Absolutely.
As soon as you get up, you're like, I love this app.
I do love it. And it's made such a big difference, too, because you don't have to go to another website. You don't have to do this or the other.
Third party.
Yeah, right. And, and there's nothing like waking up in the morning and hearing John Fredericks on the air, just exposing corruption, exposing, draining the swamp. This is the man that was the first to predict that Donald Trump would be president. And predicted it, came true, and he's been right ever since.
Well, thank you, Martha. That's why go download my app, johnfredericksradio.com, and it's right there. It'll take you about 30 seconds. My 13-year-old did it in 22 seconds while he was multi-triple tasking, talking to somebody on Facebook and playing a game on the Xbox, and he downloaded the app all at the same time.
Now, everybody keeps texting me and asking me, has Fredericks made his prediction in Virginia yet? Everybody, everywhere I go, wants to know what your prediction is.
Because it's hot. I'm at 97% since 2011.
Right, that's right.
So we're going to get to that in a second. Let me first say, though, that this segment is brought to you by our good friend Mark Livingstone of Cornerstone First Financial. Do you know that homes have appreciated back to levels we haven't seen in years? It's huge. Now, if you have an FHA loan or you are paying a PMI, why not refinance to eliminate that PMI and save hundreds of dollars a month? Yeah, you'd like to do that? Sure you would. Along with Trump's tax cut, you're in like Flint. Call Cornerstone First Financial right now, 202-625-1221, 202-625-1221, or go to cornerstonefirst.com. So we're going to make some predictions. I'm making one.
Yeah.
I mean, I make several in the House, but the big race, of course, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, and Attorney General. Let's talk about this. Here is my prediction I'm making right now, and I am predicting that State Senator Jill Vogel is going to get elected Lieutenant Governor and defeat Justin Fairfax. That is the one race that I'm predicting right now. My predictions on Attorney General and Governor will come later, but Jill Vogel is going to win this race.
She's going to slay it.
She's going to win this race.
She is going to win it.
She's running a great campaign. She's embraced the president. She has her own voting record. She stands on her record. And people in Northern Virginia, they know who she is.
Yes.
They might not agree with everything, but they agree with some things. And she's fearless, courageous, and I think she's going to win.
I do too.
Also, Justin Fairfax is running a campaign that his line on the ballot should be Democratic Workers, Socialist, Communist Party or something. I mean, the guy's positions are just there. He's making Henry Howell look like Ronald Reagan.
It's interesting because he's against energy independence. I mean, he wants us to be reliant upon foreign oil.
And he wants a single-payer system.
Yes.
Socialized medicine.
Yes.
No drilling. No this, no that. And, he's just morphed to the far extreme left wing, and I don't think it's going to be successful for them. So I think Vogel's going to win. Now, along with that, I'm predicting a couple other predictions here. I'm predicting that the Democrats in the House of Delegates will pick up 3 seats. The Mark Dudenheffer seat in Loudoun County, he's retiring. They're going to win that. The Dave Albo seat in Fairfax, they're going to win that. And they're going to pick up Tag Greason's seat. I believe Tag is going to lose this race. So that's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting 3 Democrat wins right now. Greason running against a very strong candidate. And I think that district, when you're running a defensive race, and that's what he's doing, he's running not to lose, you lose. I don't care if it's politics. I mean, I coach basketball. Our season starts in 2 weeks. I got 3 practices, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I mean, when you play not to lose, you lose. You got to play to win. I don't think he's playing to win. I think the other candidate is. I think he loses. So I'm going to give the Democrats 3 seats.
In the House.
That's what I'm predicting now.
What about the Senate?
Plus 3. Well, the Senate isn't up until 2019.
Yeah.
So McAuliffe said they'd pick 6 seats up. I don't think they will. Bob Marshall's going to win his seat. Danica Rome, I just had her on the other day. Very nice lady, very courageous, from what she's done, knows the issues, but the district is not ready right now for a candidate whose advertisements is putting on makeup for her transgenderification. I don't see it.
Well, it's interesting because, Bob Marshall, every time he runs for office, they throw everything but the kitchen sink at him. I mean, he's been called every name in the book.
He's going to win again.
Yeah, a lot of money has gone into trying to kick out Bob Marshall, but he wins every time. He has a really loyal base that is going to come out for him no matter what.
Well, his constituent service is unbelievable.
Yes.
Probably the best in Virginia.
Yes.
And for a House member, his constituent service is off the charts, and that makes up a big part of his base. And he's turned some people off with some of his views, but the constituents that he serves overlook that because of what he brings to the table. But look, Danica's run a good race. She's raised a lot of money, $400,000 from the outside, and she's advertising, and she's got mail pieces going out. She's going to be competitive, but it's very tough to overcome Bob.
Well, it's interesting because one thing that we've learned here in Virginia in particular, I mean, we don't have to look far, but how much money you raise doesn't matter. It's getting people out to vote, and we've seen that time and time again, where candidates are outspent by millions. I mean, we've got some examples right here in Virginia, and at the end of the day, you can raise all the money in the world. It's getting the people out to vote, getting out that vote, getting people to bring their friends.
Especially in an off-year election.
Right, that's
Martha.
right. That's exactly right.
Joining us here in the House is Martha Boneta, and she is with
Citizens for the Republic.
I have a mental block on this. Citizens for the Republic.
Yes.
And okay, so let's talk a little bit about the gubernatorial race. So
yes.
Wow. So Ed says he don't need no stinking Trump. In fact, Ed says he don't need no stinking Trump, but he's got Marco Rubio coming into town because
I'll tell you who Ed.
I guess amnesty. I mean, Marco. I mean, the entire Republican base now is motivated by Trump voters, and you are going to a rally with Marco Rubio. I mean, what is up with this guy?
Well, I'll tell you who he did bring yesterday that really touched my heart. He brought Governor Martinez from New Mexico. She spent her whole life as a Democrat, grew up in she's Mexican, from a Mexican heritage. And she came, and it was so uplifting. Not only is she the first woman governor from New Mexico, she's the first female Hispanic governor in our nation. And she was here yesterday. I had the privilege and honor of meeting her. It was so inspiring. And what she said is, look, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from in America, she said, I'm proof of this. You can be anything you want in life. She said, nobody would have thought that one day I would be governor, and here I am. And that just took my breath away. I mean, here's this hardworking American woman, and she is the first Hispanic female governor in the nation, and her words were very inspiring. And so that she came to stump for
really
Ellen.
Nice woman.
Yes, a real down to earth, salt of the earth, no arrogance, no hubris. Met her husband. He came and spoke to us too, and it was like folks I grew up with, just all American, happy people that want to serve America and serve their New Mexican constituents, and it was real heart and soul of America, the heartbeat of America. I mean, it took my breath away. Not your typical politician.
Well, you know what? Just when you thought it was safe to go outside, Marco Rubio is coming to campaign for. I still can't believe it. Like, I'm not going to go to Bikers for Trump. I'm not going to have Trump here. I'm not going to have any of the kids here. I'm not going to mention his name, but then I'm going to go to Northern Virginia and have a rally with Marco Rubio. Like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, it's like if you said, I've got a front row ticket. I will fly you there from Virginia Beach on a private Lear jet. I'll feed you shrimp and caviar. I'll take you right there. You can bring your wife, but you have to sit through a 30-minute speech of Marco Rubio on a Sunday, right? But I mean, and then I'll take you to the Washington Redskins game, and you can go to the Wizards. All you have to do is sit through 30 minutes of Marco Rubio. Will you take the offer? I'd be like, no thanks. I got something better to do.
Well, I'm excited about Bikers for Trump.
It's Saturday at
oh my God,
2 o'clock. Are you going to be there?
I'm going to try.
I've got basketball practice. I can't.
But
go. But you'll be there, right?
Yeah, I'm going to. Because I'm talking in Williamsburg.
2 o'clock at Rock Church.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, like, who doesn't want to see Bikers for Trump?
It's fun. Well, Ed's not going. He's busy.
I mean, I don't know,
but Joe Vogel's going.
I think John Adams is going.
John Adams is going.
Yes.
See, they really want to get the Trump voters out, and they want to love them up. But Ed's busy. Okay, let's go to your race. So just so everybody knows, Martha Boneta, who was with the Citizens for the Republic, has made a name for herself in fighting big government in farms with eminent domain. And she lives in Jill Vogel's 27th Senate District. And so you told me yesterday, as I called you up, because word is all over the place that if Jill wins, and we're predicting she is, then there'll be an open seat, and you are going to run for State Senate and District 27.
Correct.
True or false?
It's absolutely true. And I would only run if Jill's seat became vacant, because if Jill's seat does not become vacant, but I predict that it is going to be vacant, I would not run against Jill, because she does a fine job of serving the constituents in the fighting 27th. But, I love Virginia with all my heart. It's my home. It's where I was raised. It's where my friends and family work and raise their families. And to have the opportunity to serve Virginia and to serve the constituents in the 27th would be something that I would be honored and privileged to do. And it would be such a privilege to do it, to every day wake up and really serve the people.
Well, I think you'd be a breath of fresh air in the General Assembly, Martha. I wish you well. And I think I predicted Vogel's going to win, so that seat becomes open. And I'm very impressed that you're thinking ahead and you've put a campaign team together. I talked to Mark Lloyd last night after I heard that he was going to run your campaign starting on November 8th, if that becomes the reality of the situation, and he's excited about it.
He ran the state for Trump.
Yeah, top guy, really knows your area. Locking him down is going to be a real asset. So I think with all the groundwork that you've done and the relationships that you have and the reputation you have, and the fact that you've put this together right now on a contingency basis, I think would make you the overwhelming favorite to be the Republican nominee for that seat, should it become available.
Absolutely, and thank you. That means so much, and having your support and your endorsement means...
I 100% on the air right now give my 100% full-throated endorsement beyond a doubt to Martha Boneta for State Senate, should that opportunity come up in District 27. And we will do everything in our power to ensure your victory, because you'd be a tremendous asset in Richmond and a shot of oxygen to the General Assembly. And I think you can work on both sides of the aisle. You know the issues. You're a tireless worker. You're very intelligent, and you're an entrepreneur, and you get farm issues. You'll be a breath of fresh air, and I'm excited to have you there. John Fredericks Radio Network endorsing Martha Boneta for State Senate unequivocally, if that becomes available in District 27. I'll be right back.